to bring. Shall we? Now, apparently I didn't notice, but you're supposed to attack in the back of her head. And this is weird. They're not attacking, so okay, let's see we have the ghost brain connected. It's not.
And now, allow me to introduce the Master of Terror,
All right.
the King of Nightmares, Jack Ellington!
Might as well show some gameplay, so something about this.
Bravo, Jack! Bravo!
It's kind of sunny.
Ghosts will be a big hit at this year's Halloween.
Thank you. But their movement still needs work. It's not scary enough. I want to strike bone-chilling terror. I'm going to consult the doctor.
Then I'll go attend to the decorations.
Yeah, today is pretty much different. It's actually kind of sunny. Apparently, since it's the thing about today is that it's actually kind of sunny. It's supposed to be 74 degrees, so frankly. So pretty much it's actually kind of sunny to the point where it's actually kind of warm. Now tomorrow's gonna be 84 degrees, and knowing me, I want to survive in that temperature for maybe God knows what. So frankly enough, I don't usually care so much, but so we have to go to the app. And it's Jesus.
I don't understand. Maybe the guidance system was damaged in the explosion.
Nonsense. My devices are always perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got it. Why, of course. The heartless need a heart. Doctor, do you think we can add a heart to that device?
Certainly. A heart's not all that complicated. Let's get to work.
To make a heart, first take a container with a lock.
We need the key to this thing first.
My, that was amazing. And you are?
Sora.
Well done, Sora. I'd like you to be a part of this year's Halloween.
What's this Heartless doing here?
Oh, the Heartless came to town just recently. What's frustrating is I can't get them to dance with me. So, the doctor and I are trying to improve the guidance system. He's quite a genius. Okay, Doctor, let's continue. The ingredients for a heart. Pulse. Emotion.
Terror.
Fear. Hope and despair. Mix them all together, and we have a heart.
I mean, kind of confused.
Maybe we're missing some ingredients. Let's try adding memory. Sally? good-for-nothing girl. Don't know why I bothered creating her. Sally's got the memory we need. See if you can track her down.
No problem. Sora, would you like to come along?
Sure.
I don't even know what's going on, but... So, apparently, it's gonna be 84 degrees. What's weird about it is that it's not even that hot. It's supposed... Summer doesn't come until June, so... It's already kind of confusing to say the least.
Jack! Jack! We have a major crisis! The Heartless are completely out of control! We can't stop them!
Maybe our experiment triggered something. Everything will be fine, Mayor. You have nothing to worry about.
I had to assume that, I don't know. I guess the more we actually progress, we actually get easy EXP. I don't know how the EXP system works, but I guess I have to be level 40 to some degree. Since I've been kind of busy, but you know, I mean, the sun behind me is so bright that it's really hard to even see the screen. I can't put my finger why, but I need to give myself a fan. I mean, when I have the time, I need to give myself a fan, because frankly enough, it's starting to become more hot. And back then, this is weird because it's not even summer. We won't have summer until June the 24th, and it's already we already in May. So what's weird about it is that we haven't even reached summer yet, and tomorrow's gonna be 84 degrees. So holy shit. I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm not into the whole summer feel. I think the whole thing seems to be a sham, but we need this sun and warm temperatures for maybe friends. The downside is that it's actually fog season, so we need a shit ton of bug spray. And we have to keep the windows closed, so you can't afford that to happen. You know, what's weird about it is that I don't usually expect finishes in this game as soon as possible, but I usually make some progress on some gameplay. But maybe that's pay the Wi-Fi, so should be good. I always forgot. So we had to go to the graveyard, I guess. I just hope I don't have to depend on IGN, because frankly, sometimes IGN is usually confusing, but I mean, I don't understand how long does it take to get the level. Maybe it takes longer to get to level 40. I wouldn't be surprised if this game was actually more shorter than the previous predecessors. Yeah.
Zero, have you seen Sally anywhere?
Is something wrong, Jack?
Yeah.
Oh, everything's going great. We're going to have the best Halloween ever. All we need now is your memory.
Memory? You mean this? Jack, I have a bad feeling about this. Why don't you try something else? There's still time.
Nothing could beat what I've got planned. Once we give the Heartless a heart, they'll dance just as I envision it. Trust me. You're going to love it.
Today's Sunday. I don't even know why.
This should help.
How?
Heal!
I mean, here's the scene that I can't stand. The game may be short depending on how you play this, but
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I sure did. A heart. What should we do?
Gosh, you really are stupid. Obvious? Tell Oogie Boogie.
I mean, do I have to backtrack compared to Atlantis? I want to know, because I figured that the last world we went to, there's the other backtracking, and that was a type of thing that I usually hated. Is that I don't want to backtrack to the exact same area. I wouldn't mind exploring, but it usually gets repelled to some degree. And you know, the thing you have to keep in mind, but is that I could have all the patience in the world, but there are some patience that I can't usually have to some degree. I mean, I understand the fact that the amount of patience that does it take to make this video takes a lot. I'm not that much of a... I mean, you can see it's actually kind of hard. And what's worse to say, you can't save the brightness in this game. So, you'll be on screw from this point on. You have to go back.
That bonehead Jack is really making a heart. I'll be jiggered. That works for me. Ooh, and
Now I should mention that the story in this game is usually simple and straightforward, and it's well organized compared to previous Kingdom Hearts games. The thing about Kingdom Hearts is that after Kingdom Hearts 1, the story became more confusing as time went on. I mean, there used to be a time when the first game has a simple story that you can follow through, but now they make it more complicated after the series progresses. I mean, to be honest, the story is not that great. No bad, it's just average. It could do some work. There needs to be some good writing being added, but I guess they don't want to make any top wrecks. This game was rated E for everyone, so they were trying to get a younger demographic, but let's be honest, if you play any RPG from Square Enix, it's not for everybody.
This should help.
It's for the hardcore JRPG fans, and you have to be an expert how to play action RPGs from Japan. Because when it's Square Enix, you will get ass handed to some degree, and that's what people can realize. In the older days, a lot of RPGs from Square Enix are usually notoriously difficult. There are times where you need to have some patience and need to use some skill. And in RPGs, you have to find a decent maneuver, if and only if you can find an exploitation. And I say this because most people have this false perception that Kingdom Hearts is mostly a game for teens, but really, I mean, there was a lot of a teen demographic when this game first came out, and a lot of people enjoyed this type of shit. And buying manga, I don't know why, but this may have some on topic, but I don't buy manga all the time. The only manga I usually buy is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and that would be the only manga that would buy in print as a physical media. The Western demographic is also kind of difficult because they have to change a lot of names because there's a lot of copyright infringement going on. But other than that, once you get used to it, it's pretty much half simple. I mean, let's be honest, I wasn't that much big into the Kingdom Hearts scene. Kind of led to the whole party, but the first thing you have to understand about it is that I never really heard. I only played my snippet of Kingdom Hearts 1 or 2, but that was about it. To me, I was kind of late to the whole party, but you know, I get.
Come on! Come on!
I mean, I don't know about you, but you know, there's a times when I usually have more patience. But then again, I already beat Kingdom Hearts from launch and Kingdom Hearts 3 from launch to finish. And it's supposed to be I don't even know, but I mean, there's some times where you gotta understand that, you know, when you're always busy with so much shit, you never got a chance to play Kingdom Hearts, you never know. It's possible, but okay, so that was the most easiest puzzle. So we got the Jack in the Box. So this game has a lower budget to some degree. I don't know why, but Jesus, help me with this game.
There you go. This time it's sure to work.
Oh, no, believe it or not, I did watch The Nightmare Before Christmas, and it was the first movie I watched as a kid during Halloween. I think I was actually 8 years old or 9. And it was one of those movies. The only thing is that it was actually kind of short. Now when I watch it, the movie seems to be short. It's that I had to admit it was supposed to be a short film, but it's supposed to be a 58 film.
We lost them.
To some degree.
Zero! After them, quick!
I mean, I know about Jack Skate, but that was only a one-shot film. The thing about 9 Bit Before Christmas is that it was only a one-shot film by Tim Burton, and there has to be any sequel to it. I guess it was only a one-time scene, and they have a lot of Nightmare Before Christmas merchandise at Hot Topic. In fact, enough, because the film was so popular to some merit, it got a lot of merchandise and some inventory. I mean, I did watch the film, but it was so short, and the only reason had the comeback story. That would make it more interesting, but you can't have your way all the time, so yeah. The great part about the film is that there was a time when, there was Tim Burton films are usually good, but we haven't got any films from Tim Burton from Edward Scissorhands, and that was the type of shit that, became decent. But nowadays, you don't see a lot of short films. I mean, to this day, I'm trying to, now I imagine that I never usually watch a lot of films. Well, with that said, my only ambition is to, Now, to this day, I don't understand why I was hoping I have the Mobe kick. It doesn't have any. Wait, that took magic away? Wait, you telling me that roof took away my magic? Okay, good to know. I have to admit, the music is actually kind of decent to some degree, so I can't usually complain about it. I think our hot topic, I forgot to mention. People say that the new design is a downgrade, but I think that they usually over-exaggerated to some degree. I mean, let's be honest, I do enjoy the original Hot Topic look, but there were some times when, a lot of trends change. And I don't understand why people don't enjoy the new Hot Topic. It's not about nostalgic pandering. I mean, I still go to Hot Topic, but the thing about it is that it's not really in my area. There's a huge mall where I am, but you have to take the bus all the way to, let's say, 28 to 36, and that's the type of shit. And not to mention, it takes a long ass time to even get there. But then again, you just go to audio, you be fine. People say I'm a mall golf, but I beg to differ. I mean, here's the thing about me. When it comes to malls, there's a lot of activities, a lot of things to do at the mall. You can't even get it at a, let's say, hangout. You have to find it in the place where there's more activities to find. And frankly enough, I'm not that much into... I mean, I shop at Spencer's. I mean, I shop at Hot Topic before they get some Falcon Pops, but... never again will I have any issues with anything. Now, the thing about me about this, the way I know about Hot Topic was that I actually know it from. I mean, I don't mind the new look for Hot Topic. Sometimes you have to adapt as a business.
Come on!
Times are changing, but sometimes you have to adapt.
Come on! This should help.
Yeah, the whole bit. So apparently Sonic Braid does. Oh yeah, it costs 2 MP. Right. That's what I forgot. So I had to get to that area, but now these guys will give you 96 EXP, and that's usually useful if you want to get to, let's say, the highest level possible. These guys will give you 96 EXP, and you will be able to, you know, get to, let's say, the highest level. So that's useful. Yeah, anyhow. Now I do usually go to Hot Topic back on point. The thing is that there's not many Hot Topics, and you have to go all the way to Suburbia to even fight them. I wouldn't mind going to Hot Topic, to be honest. I mean, the thing about it is that it's way better than in the city. We have a Gothic store in 14th Street, and you have to take the train all the way back, but we still have it. I mean, the thing is that people, I mean, you know, we have a lot of goth shops. There's you could buy steampunk clothes from Gothic Renaissance. So so you can still fight them. The only downside about it is that you have to, you know, have some connections to it. And it's you have to, and it's get off previous devotion, but man. Other than besides Hot Topic, I usually go to Spencer's because, frankly enough, I do enjoy both stores. I mean, let's be honest, I enjoy pretty much. The thing about me about it is that I usually improvise my surroundings and actually, you know. I mean, my ambition is pretty much simple: is to have some geek gear and actually make myself more cool. Now, once I give myself a job, which I will be able to afford some of the clothes. The thing about wearing black during summer is that we all know that black absorbs heat. If you didn't know this before, wearing black in the summertime is not really a great skill. You will show your ass more often, and as you have some sort of hoodie vest, you will show your ass up all the time. In fact, and that what people don't understand about it is that you will shred your ass up every single day. And the thing is about wearing black, but is that I wouldn't mind wearing black, but the thing about being a golf during the summer season is that you will shred your ass off to no extent. It will come to the point where your fucking outfit will stink to the degree where you have to apply to get deodorant. And I say this because I have PSR since. Now I've been to situations when I've been in situations when it was too hot and I couldn't wear any brag. I guess that's what makes theme parks better. It's not usually brag and doesn't really show heat, but you have to be fortunate to even have a huge tolerance for heat. It's not that big of a deal, but I always enjoy summer. Fall, yes, but summer, I always really hate summer to the point. I don't hate maybe a strong word, but that's my expression about the heat. I mean, if I go outside, my first instinct is to find a place to have air conditioner and drink some water ASAP. I mean, I never understand why summer has to be favorite. I'm one of those people that yells winter, fall or spring, but never summer. That was the thing with wearing brag. It's you have to be careful how you usually wear it. No, I wear gray, but I guess gray is a subcategory of brag. The only difference is that it's so heat, it only reflects back. But frankly, a lot of designers will usually wear brag. I may look good in brag, but the problem is that if you stand in it too long, that's why I have to put out dedication to find shade. The great part in New York City is that because there's so many tall buildings, you can find a lot of shade. But that won't last well. Let's be honest, I think that summer is too overrated. I mean, to me, summer's too overrated. In my opinion, there's no point with summer because I mean, my problem with summer is that it would get so hot to the point where you need to wear a lot of sorts of skin if you want to breathe. Yeah, I mean, I've been to summer. I mean, there was a time when. The interesting about New York City, it could get so hot to the point where it could be 84 degrees. And part of the reason because we suck at trying to take care of the environment, but also because we can't really figure out why. I don't know why, but people have this thing where they actually enjoy summer, but I'm not a huge fan. I'm not. I would rather stay indoors with an air conditioner and not even go outside. I mean, you have to keep in mind, I could have all the patience in the world to, let's say, survive the heat, but that only depends how long I can actually survive the heat. My problem with summer is that it's one of those days where a lot of tourists, and I wish I would share to you, but a lot of tourists will usually create a lot of traffic in the subway and the sidewalk. If you try to go to Times Square during the summer season, it will be a pain in the ass. That's when a lot of people will and I wish it was happening, but there's been a lot of people will pretty much overcrowd the human health of this drain. I mean, when this, and I've been drinking Subway for maybe 20 years, and I can tell you a secret. Wherever this summer, you see a summer vacation, and wherever a lot of high school students have a summer vacation, they're on a huge break, they're on vacation, and I can tell you, it's gonna be more overcrowded. I mean, deadass, if you usually try to take the train, you don't understand when summer vacation starts. I say this because if you're an adult, if you want to have fun, even free time, you have to take into consideration that a lot of teens will usually overcrowd the subway. And because they don't have any sense, some don't, you have a lot of foot traffic, and it's difficult to navigate the city when you have a lot of tourists. It's even worse with David Buster's. This is because this is why I always go to David Buster's on the weekdays, but never on the weekends. Because frankly enough, that's when you see a lot of traffic coming on. That's when most people usually don't have to walk. Either they want to get drunk or some type of shit. But anyhow, your only best bet. But speaking of summer, I still talk about David Buster's. So pretty much, if you didn't notice, there was a scene in I don't know. I had to check the calendar because I really know. Maybe I was kind of late to the whole party, but Jesus. Oh yeah. Supposed to be a PTA meeting. And apparently for high school students, there's no school for them, so lucky bastards. But anyhow, back to David Buster's. I guess you didn't notice, I actually go to David Buster's in my free time. Now, part of the reason why I go to David Buster's because it was the only arcade center, well, in New York City. I mean, it was the only arcade center you could actually own prices and actually get tickets because, frankly, those are the ones that you can actually get. There's no other arcade center that actually rewards you, so pretty much the David Buster's is the only arcade center you can actually find. Other than that, you can't even find any arcade. Most arcades will allow you to pay with cash, but with David Buster's you have a card. And I usually try going to David Buster's because it was way better than, let's say, you know.
Come on!
I don't know about you, but pretty much I always try going to the arcades, but you have to pay it. But now every Wednesday they have a half-price game day. Well, the games are usually half price. And that was also the good time to even go to David Buster's because right here at David Buster's you can actually go there every Wednesday. And the thing about it is that I don't usually go to the arcades that often. I mean, there's not many arcades, but I mean, I just take the 4 train to 42nd and let's go to David Buster's. It's really in Times Square, so it's not that difficult to even find. You could get there and maybe extend it, and I guarantee you would get to David Buster's. Now the only downside about it is that you have to walk all the way, but hey, I usually go there when it first opens, so The thing about me about it is that I go to arcades early in the morning because when it hits 1 o'clock or 2, be prepared to see a shit ton. It's mostly parents with kids, but I'm one of those people that want to have the arcade to myself after a long day to work. I mean, I got some prices, including some Marvel's Conquest of Champions cars, some arcade from High Thrills, and pretty much I got it out of stuff from David Bosses. Now I want to get some of the prices, but I wasn't too interested about the prices. But I might have to get some coupons from David Bosses and try my best to win them. Now it may be rigged, but every Wednesday they may be high price. I mean, there's no one we haven't tried for a while. Being a YouTube commentator takes a lot of energy to micromanage. And so you have to take into consideration is that it's only way we're taking a break from YouTubing for a couple of while. You don't seem to have the right timing, and that'll be added. Because I can tell you, I've been doing this shit for 5 years, and you wouldn't be surprised how I've been doing this. Life as a YouTuber, it's not so simple. But hey, I used to have an arcade. So we're managed to get the level 36, and we managed to increase our strength. Okay. It's 2. Might as well go to the manual because
I knew Oogie Boogie was behind this.
I have to admit, the environment in this game is usually so decent. They must have put a lot of effort into the environment, so so what would happen if I beat this game from start to finish? Well, honestly, once I finish this game, I might have to cut it a day because, I mean, let's be honest, I wanted to play the whole Kingdom Hearts series from start to finish, but the fact that it's not a critical mode, raise some questions into the game's quality. Oh yeah, you can actually fall down.
Come on! This is it! This should help.
Not able to get there is beyond me, but my only best bet is to
Take that! Come on!
oh crap. That was the thing about this game is that in this area if you fall down you have to start all the way from the back. That's then back to the beginning. So you have to be careful what you step because there's no invisible walls, so you actually have some tendencies to fall over. I guess that was the intention.
This should help.
And it takes a long time to get to level 37. So I guess you're in an area that gives you a shit ton of EXP. You need to grind a bit. Hold on, it's...
Take that! This should help. Heal! Take that! I promise! Heal! This is it!
Yeah, sorry. That was my cousin from Ukraine. Yeah, pretty much I have a young relatives from overseas and overseas international. Oh, the green door. Yeah, got it. Hold on a sec. I need to check on something. I have to do something first. I'll be back in a sec. I'm back, and I just want to end the segment later. So apparently we have to find something called a green doll. So we have to find a green doll to some degree. So according to her, we have to find a green doll. Could be anywhere from this area, and they never usually specify. Now, if you can find it, we have to find a green doll that's located around this area. Now, if I had to look at IGN, I wouldn't be surprised. But I guess you have to look at IGN if you want to find something simple. So we already did Halloween Town, Aqaba. So let's count. We did Destiny Island, Drivers Town, Wonderland, Olympus Coliseum, Dean Jarga, Aqaba, Montreux, Halloween Town, Atlanta. Man, we have to do Neverland? Huh? So we have to find a green doll that's your kid around. So we have to find a level. This is actually kind of. So we have to go all the way back down to the tutorial. Okay, so I guess we have to go all the way down to the level.
Come on!
It's kind of weird to say the least, but I don't know where to go, but I mean, the sun is so bright that I can't even see my reflection.
Want it? Well then, come on over and get it! Ah! Now, let's see if I can get their attention. Oh, hello!
So there has to be a complicated part.
Nobody disrespects me! Nobody!
Okay.
Come on! Here!
I mean, how do you get to the boss fight is beyond me, but... You gotta be shitting me. I'm not gonna try to attempt to I'm gonna try this segment for now because frankly this boss fight is gonna take a lot of time to get used to. I don't know anything about this boss fight, but I guess you have to go for this penance. But I might as well end this video because I don't want to rage quit at the worst possible moments. But if you know me, I will spare you the grace of my rage. So this is it for part 8. We're rather tad, but we got to prepare for part 9 or less. But stay tuned. Sign off. And sign now. You need it.